close us out. We thank everyone for coming out tonight. We hope you had a wonderful evening. Once again, we will never forget the people who helped put this together, all of the sponsors. I dare not name them because I will forget some of them. But McQuetta Levette, the committee, and without further ado, the Lady of Gala.
And then I'm short, so, and my sister, I had to fill in for my sister, so I had to do a lot of different things tonight. Oh, by the way, y'all like my thing? So, I had this, I had an outfit made in Nigeria as well, but it looked like it should have had a basket come with it, so I didn't wear it, but I did wear my fan. So there's a couple things I want to say before we close. First, thank you. You all are so beautiful. And every year, this event gets better and better. And so let's give you all of our nominees, all of our winners, a hand. One of the things that I want to share is that we cannot be who we are as a community without making it normalizing, celebrating people, normalizing, highlighting what people do. You know, sometimes people are uncomfortable with celebrating other people, but we got to make a habit out of doing that because we need all of us working and moving. And so those that are currently working and moving, we want to boost, you know, keep their energy high, because I work in this city, and every year I tell myself, by the time I get to December, I've already started looking at places in other cities. I'm ready to go. You know, so, but then we need that energy. We need the support of other people so that we can continue the work that we do, because we know that it is a work that needs to be done. Okay, my friend Carrie, I love you, Carrie. Thank you so much for it. And CP Kim, thank you all for all the support over the years. Also Granger, our new friends at Golden Triangle Polymers, thank you. ITEX has come on board this year. We are so glad to have ITEX, because ITEX really serves the population of people that we serve. And so we're thankful for them as well. But I want to also highlight a couple other things, if you will bear with me. Number one, I'm very transparent, so let me give you a disclaimer. I did an ancestry last year, and I found out that I'm 15% Scottish. Now, you can't tell it by my brown, bronze, gold skin, but if you get close to my head, I got a good grade of hair. So you can tell it by my hair. So the reason why I say that, I wanted to tell you that before I said this. To all my white cousins, do not leave out of here talking about being a plug. Let them be with the people who let those people that speak that language keep speaking that language. But amen to that, Pastor West. Amen. I would hate for you all to go to work and think that that's just a regular professional word. I'm trying to be a plug. And then, you know, people are going to think something's wrong with you. So Karen, don't go back saying you want to be a plug, okay? And so that someone is going to get completely confused about that, so do not share that. But you keep that definition in you just know, you tell yourself, I'm being a plug, okay? So God will take care of us. And just like Michael said, I want to also share, you know, Michael said something so profound. He said, don't look down on those children that are out there. You know, I get myself in trouble because I am such an advocate. Like, there's probably people in this room that have wanted to fight me at one time or another, because advocacy is so close to my heart. You know, I was a mom at 15. I had a principal who would let me bring my son to school and told me, keep him out the hallways. And you know that I had two teachers, Stephen Malik. How many of you remember Stephen Malik? Stephen Malik and Debbie Hall, who was our French teacher, and the journalism teacher and the French teacher, took turns keeping my son, keeping him out the hallways, so that I could be at the campus, and not an alternative campus, but at our actual campus. And not only did they let me be there as a teen mom, at 15 years old, they still nurtured the leadership inside of me and let me become a leader. And by the time I left school, I was already a leader. I already knew what it was like to stand up in front of hundreds of people, and that happened because my school had a principal by the name of Hal Roberts. And Mr. Roberts, he was determined to support me. I had counselors and all that supported me. Patricia Zenon, how many of you remember her? Patricia Zenon, come on, she is a legend in this city. Miss Zenon, she coached me through speech and not being nervous in front of people. And so every day I would get on the microphone and they would let me be as religious as I wanted to be. I would give scriptures and tell people, you know, my how-to speech was how to get saved. So, you know, I did all that with the support of people, but I want to tell you something. There are 15-year-old mothers right now who don't have that level of support. That's right. And when kids or anyone falls, they need to fall into the hands of people who care about them and who want to see them get up and not people who want to judge them. And that's why we do this event, because there are people in this room whose resume will never allow them to land on someone else's stage because their past, their reputation is too bad. But we have opened that up. We've become inclusive. We let people come, we let people turn around, and we celebrate that turnaround. Okay? And there's a young man that I think about in the Bible. His name is David. And there were a group of people, there was a whole army facing Goliath. How many of you ever read that story? If you haven't read it, go read it. And one thing I'll tell you about reading the Bible, you don't have to read it to be transformed, but you can read it to still learn, right? Because it has wisdom in it. You don't have to serve Jesus to know that he is a master teacher. You know, and so David's brothers told him, you don't belong out here. He was just a shepherd boy. He didn't have any armor on. He wasn't a part of the army, and they told him, you don't belong out here. That's right. But guess who took Goliath down? The person who they felt was unqualified, who they felt like didn't belong out there. And there's a lot of giants that's going on in our society right now, and there's a lot of people in this room who can help take those giants down if we will remember that everybody has value and everybody belongs at the table, because the problems that we are solving are problems that we all are affected by. Okay, and so I just wanted to take that time to say that. The last thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to turn it over to Miss Kiana, is that this gala has turned into a beautiful event, but it would not have been this event without the support of those who believed in my dreams. I have a lot of shenanigans. I do a lot of stuff all year. Carrie knows it. Heather knows it. I might send you a proposal for $20. I might send you a proposal for $2 million. You never know. So they all support me. They take it on. But one person never leaves my side, never lets me down. She single-handedly, the first MLK Gala, she worked at her post and sold 386 tickets. And that person is I wanted to present this hometown hero, and I wanted to wait for her mom to get here. Will you all please help me celebrate the co-chair of this event, Ms. DeShonda Polidor. And she's going to come up here with me, and we're going to have our final words. But DeShonda is, if you ever need someone who is loyal, who is resilient, and will always show up, always a supporter, DeShonda is such a phenomenal woman. I tell her all the time she's the most influential woman in Orange. And I want to tell you that this event would not be what it is today without DeShonda. She's been on this committee, sharing it with me every year. She wants to fight me. See, I told y'all, somebody always want to fight me. Without DeShonda, look at her, ain't she pretty? Yeah. She's pretty and she's nice. All right. So, last thing I'm going to share is go see our vendors. Help them sell out. Help them sell, purchase up whatever they have left. We got some of our students, some of my students are here, some of my classmates are here. I have a sister out there and her daughter that are selling some health things, and oh, and I got this brooch from her, so go get you some Chanel brooches and things like that to take home with you. And oh, and we have another sister out there that's selling some shades, so go get you some nice shades, you know, that from out there. I don't want to mess up my Scottish hair, but all these meat lashes. So please go out and help our vendors sell out celebrate and love on our winners, love on those that were nominees, and we thank you again for making this a successful event. Thank you all our sponsors, and we'll see you again. We'll see you when the Lord says so. Amen. Ms. Kiana Smith, come take us out. One more time for this, I'm talking about this no limit soldier, Ariel Moses. Come on now. Ariel Moses, that girl knows she can sing. Listen, no, if you're not bringing Ariel Moses, I ain't coming. So Ariel Moses, and what Johnny said about that bridge, she is from Port Arthur, Texas. Her parents are Pastor Reverend and Sister Charlotte Moses, amen. And so they support us every single year. Give it up for Ariel. She's here every year. Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead, Drew.
Y'all ready to go out there?